Okay, picture this. Beneath the waves, one absolute star totally steals the show. Let's dive right in.
Meet the mimic octopus, folks. Literally the Meryl Streep of the ocean, demanding your absolute attention.
It doesn't just swap colors, either. It goes full method actor, physically transforming its whole body.
And its exclusive stage? The shallow waters of Southeast Asia, where it pulls off rapid-fire costume changes.
Scene 1. It flattens out perfectly, stepping into the deadly role of a poisonous soul. Next up, stretching out 6 arms to glide exactly like a super venomous lionfish. Uncanny, right?
Or maybe it tucks into a hole, leaving just 2 arms out to mimic a sea snake.
Here's the plot twist. Attacked by a damfish, it instantly casts itself as that fish's worst nightmare.
Oh, shark nearby? It quickly calls an audible, shape-shifting into that untouchable lionfish disguise instead.
No rehearsals, no script at all, just instant, high-stakes brilliance, morphing into whatever that exact scene demands.
So far, scientists have officially verified over 15 distinct, award-winning roles for this aquatic shapeshifter.
Guys, that is literally more rapid-fire physical disguises than any other single animal living on Earth.
But you know the most shocking plot twist? This incredible species was only discovered in 1998.
Yeah, we've known about this phenomenal blockbuster performer for less than 30 years. Crazy, right?
Leaving us with the ultimate cinematic cliffhanger. How exactly does it know which character to play?
American hognose snake, nature's ultimate Hollywood star. In a world of fierce predators, who is the true Daniel Day-Lewis of the reptile kingdom?
Because when this guy is threatened, he doesn't just predictably bite or slither away in fear.
Okay, let's dive into this. When the spotlight hits, it puts on an absolute show. Act 1. The Cobra Disguise. The curtain rises on its very first illusion.
First up, the snake dramatically flattens its head, completely shapeshifting.
Next, it unleashes a loud, terrifying hiss to really sell the terror.
Boom! A deeply intimidating, yet completely fake, cobra persona. It's brilliant!
But what if that fails? Act 2. Playing dead. The show absolutely must go on.
It rolls onto its back, throws its mouth wide open, and slowly hangs its tongue out.
The final result is a shockingly realistic, utterly convincing little snake corpse.
But this isn't amateur hour, guys. This is extreme method acting with ridiculous commitment.
Now, what's really interesting here is if you flip him over, he instantly rolls back onto his back.
To fully sell this rotting narrative, it even releases a shockingly foul, terrible stench.
Completely fooled by the sight and the smell, predators just give up and walk away.
A few tense minutes pass. The snake drops the act and casually slithers to safety. And scene.
Fun fact, hognose snakes actually rarely bite humans. It's truly all show and totally harmless.
So, what's the ultimate verdict for this unforgettable, dramatic performance?
A solid 10 for pure dedication. Makes you wonder, what other Oscar-worthy actors are?
Picture the ultimate horror movie villain. Now, imagine it's not hiding in the shadows, but right in plain sight. Get ready for a beautifully deadly performance. Meet the orchid mantis, literally a flower that kills. Watch closely. See how it sways gently in the breeze? It's flawlessly acting like a real, blossoming flower. Look at those pink and white petal-like legs. It's a totally award-winning disguise, right down to the smallest detail. This performance is so convincing, bugs actually choose to visit this lethal predator over actual real flowers. Crazy, right? It's the ultimate deception. The world's only animal pulling off a visual and chemical mimic. Yep, it smells sweet. Hungry bees and butterflies fly in, totally desperate for some sweet nectar. But man, they walk straight into death. Snap! Those spiky forelegs clamp down in just 50 milliseconds. That is literally faster than you can blink. But the absolute stars of this horror show? The females. They're way bigger, super colorful, true apex queens. Talk about a plot twist. Before they look like orchids, these babies actually disguise themselves as tiny ants. So, why does this matter? Well, it's nature's most flawless, totally inescapable evolutionary trap playing out in real time. Beautiful, but absolutely deadly.
Kinda leaves you wondering what other horror villains are chilling right in your own garden.
Ultimate swamp predator put on a deadly performance. Deep down in the rivers and swamps of the southeastern U.S., the stage is set.
And a true master deception is waiting right in the wings for its big scene.
Its secret weapon? The perfect disguise. A pink, wiggly, totally deadly tongue appendage.
Talk about the ultimate biological fake-out. That tasty worm is actually a deadly lure.
Their methodical heist goes like this. Sit at the bottom, open wide, and wiggle that trap.
But look at the commitment to the role. They don't actively hunt.
They definitely don't chase their prey around. They literally just sit. These actors can hold perfectly still for hours on end.
The tension peaks. One wrong move by a curious fish, and its fate is sealed.
And then, snap! The jaws close instantly in a dramatic climax. The trap springs, and just like that, the fish is gone. And a scene.
So what exactly fuels this aquatic action star? Let's check out the unbelievable stats.
They can spend over 40 minutes holding their breath underwater. Seriously impressive lung capacity. And longevity? Some of these remarkable creatures hit 150 years old.
Plus, they pack over 1,000 pounds of pure, crushing bite force.
That's enough raw power to cleanly snap a thick wooden broomstick right in half.
The final verdict? Nature's the best screenwriter. And this turtle? 10 out of 10 performance. Nature's stage is packed with deadly tricks. What other wild performances are hiding in the murky depths?
Nature is absolutely brutal. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we dive into wild survival. Out here, playing fair gets you eaten. To survive, you need the ultimate deception. So, meet our star, the insect world's absolute, undeniable, ultimate shapeshifter. The spicebush swallowtail caterpillar, literally North America's undisputed special effects wizard. It pulls off two literal Oscar-worthy performances, from gross bird droppings to a terrifying snake. Act 1. Early in life, it acts like, well, bird poop. Seriously. Why? Because predators definitely don't eat poop. It's the absolute perfect life-saving disguise. But then, Act 2. The serpent awakens for its most dangerous, high-stakes role. Step 1. Inflate its body. Step 2. Pop out those massive, terrifying fake eyes. Step 3. Flick out this bizarre, forked tongue. Pure cinematic horror right there. And the ultimate stunt? Swaying back and forth, exactly like a striking snake. The audience's reaction? Birds and small mammals absolutely fall for it and flee in terror. Biologists actually call this startle coloration, flashing a sudden fake face to scare off enemies. But wait, what if the disguise fails? What if a predator actually calls its bluff? Enter the toxic backup plan. This isn't just smoke and mirrors, folks. It eats and stores toxic plants, becoming completely poisonous to anything that bites. So, what's the final verdict for our brilliant shape-shifting star? It is officially the makeup artist of the animal kingdom, a true evolutionary masterpiece. We're giving it a perfect 10 out of 10 for those insane visual effects. Makes you wonder, what other masters of disguise are hiding right in plain sight?
By the way, if you're enjoying learning about these creatures, I post content like this regularly. I'd appreciate if you subscribed.
Cinematic story of survival and ultimate deception. Imagine a world where the absolute biggest A-list stars are actually highly toxic, completely untouchable because they taste absolutely terrible to any predator that bites. In this dangerous, dramatic world, who is nature's greatest body double? Let's find out. Meet the A-list celebrity, the toxic, terrible-tasting monarch butterfly, the ultimate, untouchable star. And here's its perfect stunt double, the seemingly harmless viceroy butterfly. Look closely at this exact match. Vivid orange wings and identical bold black veins. Predators think, monarch, avoid. And our stunt double flies away safely in slow motion. This brilliantly illustrates Bayesian mimicry. That's basically faking danger to survive a deadly hunt. Predators have learned the hard way to totally avoid that specific bright wing pattern. So the viceroy doesn't actually need poison. It just needs the look to survive. But wait, the plot thickens. The deception we thought we understood actually goes way deeper. The viceroy runs a butterfly identity theft ring, mimicking 3 entirely different butterfly species. The crazy part? Every single one of its celebrity targets is highly toxic. It's a blockbuster performance so good, it's literally the world's most famous mimicry example. But brace yourself for a massive plot twist in the third act of this explainer. Recent scientific research zoomed right in on the Viceroy's daily diet of willow trees. It turns out they actually absorb mild toxins from eating those exact willows, which means they're a stunt double perfectly capable of doing their own dangerous stunts.
They have a hidden bite. This isn't Bayesian anymore. It's Muellerian mimicry. Both are toxic.
The awards verdict is finally in for our masterful cinematic champion of disguise. 10 out of 10. I would absolutely hire this butterfly as a body double. It leaves us with this. If nature's best faker isn't totally faking, who else is lying?
Welcome to the Amazon rainforest, you guys. It's literally nature's most perilous, high-stakes stage.
Out here, baby birds are totally vulnerable. I mean, they're completely grounded.
They can't fly away, and they definitely can't outrun hungry predators.
So how on earth do they survive this deadly jungle? It seems impossible, right?
Enter the Cinereus mourner chick. This little guy is basically nature's greatest method actor.
Check out this crazy costume. Bright orange skin covered in long, spiky feathers.
It's playing a very specific role, a highly toxic, totally unappetizing hairy caterpillar.
Predators take one single look at this getup and absolutely flee in terror.
But in the Amazon, a killer costume just isn't going to cut it alone.
To stay alive, this baby bird has to deliver the performance of a lifetime.
The choreography is strict. You gotta move slowly, bob deliberately, and never break character.
It uses this weird hypnotic bobbing dance to completely sell the whole toxic illusion.
And get this, it'll keep up this grueling charade for literally hours at a time.
Talk about an extreme method actor. It refuses to break character until it's completely safe.
But here comes the ultimate plot twist. This chick isn't actually toxic at all.
It's pure deception, a literal masterclass in high-stakes survival. Mind-blowing, isn't it?
It's actually the #1 and only bird on Earth known to mimic a caterpillar.
We're giving this flawless, life-or-death survival tactic a solid 10 out of 10. This baby bird definitely deserves an Oscar for the jungle's most convincing performance.
If evolution can direct a performance this perfectly, what other cinematic secrets are hiding out there?
Nature's deadliest award-winning performance. It's a true masterpiece.
But our leading lady here, she doesn't use brute force or violence to command the stage.
Instead, her ultimate weapon of choice is pure, unadulterated deception.
It's brilliant.
For best femme fatale in a lethal role, meet our star, the female photourist Firefly. Talk about method acting. She flawlessly mimics the exact mating flashes of a completely different species. Her unsuspecting audience for this lethal performance, the hopeful male Photinus Firefly. He spots her flash, totally thinks he's found a mate, and eagerly flies right over.
But instead of some sweeping romance waiting for him in the dark,
boom, the trap closes. He gets violently attacked and eaten alive. Let's slow-mo her 3-act climax. Lure the target, execute the strike, and consume the prey.
Now what's really insane here is this dramatic third-act plot twist. Brace yourselves. She absorbs his toxins, powering up to make herself completely unpalatable to her own predators.
It's the ultimate lethal script. Lure, consume, and become exponentially more dangerous. This perfectly illustrates aggressive mimicry, where a predator flawlessly mimics a harmless species to attack. And her lethal acting has absolutely zero boundaries. Honestly, no co-star is safe.
The dark, horrifying truth, our star actress is a ruthless cannibal.
She will literally devour the males of her very own species. Talk about a tough crowd. In a world illuminated by over 2,000 different species of fireflies.
The crucial point is only a few are photourists, and they're undoubtedly the deadliest.
The envelope, please. A 10 out of 10 for a femme fatale you definitely wouldn't want to date.
So, next time you're in the dark, who do you think she's pretending to be tonight?
Vocal superstar of the Australian wilderness, the superb lyrebird. Deep in the forest, he's the absolute master of vocal mimicry, the ultimate live performer.
He copies practically everything he hears with terrifying accuracy, like roaring heavy-duty chainsaws,
or even the blaring, piercing wail of city car alarms. He'll even snap right into the rapid-fire clicking of camera shutters.
Other birds, and, yes, even human voices. Literally nothing is off limits for this guy.
During courtship, his live performance turns into a massive, highly choreographed concert set list.
He'll perfectly mimic the complex songs of up to 20 different bird species.
mixing all those crazy sounds into one breathtaking, continuous live show. So why go to such extreme, elaborate lengths just for a performance?
It's a trap, a brilliant psychological trick guaranteeing his female audience never leaves the show.
If a female tries flying away, the male suddenly blasts out a fake danger alarm.
Terrified of a predator, she immediately lands. Meanwhile, our maestro just keeps right on performing.
It's literally the ultimate, desperate, please don't leave me performance of a lifetime.
And this flawless deception is so incredibly accurate, it totally fools birds and humans alike.
Scientists recorded them copying chainsaws so perfectly, even the absolute experts can't tell the difference.
So where exactly does this superstar maestro actually get his name?
Well, his spectacular tail feathers perfectly mirror a lyre, an ancient musical instrument,
earning him the magnificent, totally undeniable title, the superb lyrebird. The final verdict is in, folks. He's simply the greatest musician in the entire animal kingdom.
I've got to give this legendary performance a flawless, perfect 10 out of 10.
But it really makes you wonder, who else on Earth could possibly top a masterpiece?
Get ready for a cinematic, high-stakes tale of survival, deception, and pure drama.
Because out in the wild, survival isn't always about brute strength or blazing speed.
Sometimes it's literally all about the acting. Meet the North American killdeer. This little guy is the undisputed dramatic actor of the bird world.
Picture this scene. A hungry predator is quickly approaching. Vulnerable chicks are trapped in their nest, in absolute mortal danger.
Suddenly, a sharp cry pierces the air. Killdeer! This namesake call instantly distracts the enemy.
But our feathered hero doesn't just fly away, right? It bravely holds its ground.
Talk about absolute commitment. Cue the performance of a lifetime.
Imagine the slow-motion playback. It drags a wing, flails wildly, and screams in agonizing pain.
The illusion is perfectly set. To a predator, this looks like an incredibly easy meal.
This masterclass in deception successfully fools cunning foxes, hungry coyotes, and even us humans.
The predator totally takes the bait. The high-speed chase begins.
The quote-unquote injured bird leads the deadly danger further and further away from its nest.
It's a hugely calculated, high-stakes risk. It always stays just inches out of reach.
It's a masterful transformation, from dying prey to a perfectly healthy escapist.
And then, brace yourselves for the ultimate plot twist.
Once safely away from the chicks, the bird makes an absolutely miraculous instant recovery.
That broken wing, suddenly, totally fine. The bird triumphantly takes flight, leaving our villain completely outsmarted, deeply confused, and honestly, very hungry.
The tension finally breaks. The chicks are untouched, and the hidden nest remains completely safe.
And this brilliantly illustrates a calculated performance that literally saves lives in the wild. So, what's the judge's final score for this incredible avian actor?
The verdict for this day-saving performance? A flawless 10 out of 10.
Which kind of makes you wonder what other Oscar-worthy survival performances are hiding out